Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing episodes 1 and 2 of Alien Earth, and the Alien franchise is one of those things that sparked my love for all things monsters. The idea of being trapped in a confined space with something much bigger, stronger, and faster just tickles my brain. And when a monster story nails that tension, it doesn't always need a complex B plot to work. If a story can't get the cat and mouse game right, the B plot won't save it. But Alien Earth on Effects is doing both things, and it's doing it well. We've got a dystopian late stage capitalist hellscape where we hear people say lines like, "Save the survivors by income bracket," where terminally ill children have their consciousness inserted into synthetic bodies, and where the alien specimen ship crashes into a major city, nearly toppling a skyscraper. It has all the blood, guts, and gore, everything you would expect from the franchise. And right now, I'm intrigued by all the storylines, not just the monster in the house genre plot beats. Let's start with the Neverland project, where we meet Wendy. It starts off with this eerie, whimsical tone where, before she lays down to start the process of being put in her new body, she is shown scenes of Peter Pan projected onto the ceiling, setting a tone for what we learn after the process is finished. Wendy will never grow old, and her new body is nearly indestructible. We see her jump down what looks like a 100-foot cliff face and land like an Olympic gymnast. Her handlers want her to have a full human experience, so one scientist pushes for a hormonal mix to make her feel real emotions. But that raises a question for me. What if Wendy can't be controlled? What happens if you make her really, really mad? Will she turn on her creator, Boy Kavalier? Is she meant to be the savior, or is Alien Earth telling a deliberately non-linear story where we just have to wait and see? This is also where our Peter Pan parallels get interesting, and I'm enjoying the idea of looking through this fairy tale through the lens of a sci-fi horror. Peter as Boy Kavalier can be read as a predator, luring children away from safety. Neverland becomes the trap, a gilded cage where these children never grow old. And children frozen in time in unaging bodies brings a whole new kind of existential dread. The question is whether this theme will overshadow the real draw for big fans, the Xenomorph. And I'm not mad waiting to see how this all plays out. Moving over to our USCSS Maginot plotline, we get a nice little introduction during the first episode, where we meet the crew, and off the rip, the first thing I noticed and loved is the sound design. The crew sitting around a table, we get to hear the static hum and almost white noise quality of the ship. It's a nice callback to the original film. The monster designs, absolutely no complaints. And when we fast forward to the actual crash landing, we get to see a whole other type of beast. Casualties, triage, and falling rubble, and a general haunted house feeling of terror. The set design and visual effects all look incredible. As a child of the 90s, this really reminded me of footage from 9/11, where the scenes of CJ and his team approaching the crash site are weaving through the chaos. It's my favorite shot of the series so far. And we haven't even gotten to the escaped Xenomorph, or tomorrow the one-man army hunting it down, and the fact that he puts down anyone standing in his way. Surprisingly, the performance that I'm really enjoying the most right now comes from Alex Lawther, who I'm calling the everyman of the series, who plays Wendy's brother, CJ. He has that quiet instinct of a guy who keeps miraculously landing on his feet. He stands out because he's the normal guy in our character list, which is full of indestructible hybrids, cyborgs, aliens, synthetics, geniuses, and scientists. CJ is just a simple guy punching his time card for a company he can't resign from. He's so ordinary that it makes him stand out into comparison with everyone else. I'm really curious just how important he will become to the story. Will he have a major role, or is he more of a plot device to get Wendy and the Lost Boys looped into this rescue operation? The big question here is whether or not Alien Earth will live up to its namesake and deliver a great monster story, or will it zig when we expect it to zag? Will the Peter Pan theme become the main hook? But like I said in the beginning, so far I'm really enjoying all of the storylines. Alien Earth is doing a lot of things right, like freaky little eyeball spider aliens, Marie Antoinette drag parties, a dystopian future where kids are still watching Ice Age 4, Black Sabbath in the soundtrack. I'm just hoping it will pull off a really cohesive conclusion and manage to keep me engaged the whole way through. It's a beautiful looking show, it's gory, and from where it's standing right now, it has all the makings of a great series. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this, help me out by giving it a like and subscribe to the channel for more. You can find me on Patreon and YouTube memberships, and I'll see you back next time.